Okay, today, on a Wednesday, they dropped the new Threads program. Has a bunch of new cards, a new collection, and you can get the first card of that new collection by just playing the game. Plenty of ways to do it. They did something a little bit differently. We'll talk about it, all of it. We'll break it down for you right here, right now. So as always, we're going to start with the calendar. It's starting tomorrow. This is Double XP weekend, so finish up that program, get some stuff going, make a big dent in it. Hope maybe you can even finish it and have some time to kill. Next up, on the 1st, we have a new program, and on the 4th, there's a stream in the first Spotlight program, also the last Riot program. So there's still a lot of stuff coming, and it's coming in hot. It's coming quick, and you can see over here, Threads program, all the details of that. So let's just let's go back to front. Let's start in the shop. Let's start here. I got to cough really quick. I'm so sorry. So these are the time packs. You can see there's the Deluxe, the Premier, and the Ultra, going anywhere from 10 to 50. But let's take a look at these cards. I'm going to say some I like, some I don't. The one I don't like is Cody. What did they do to my boy? He's 72-75 against right, 102-65 against left. I know people are like, man, his swing, but I'm going to tell you right now, this man's going to hit so many god dang line drive outs. It's going to make your head spin. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Who I am normally a fan of, Corbin Burns. Cutter, curve, slider, circle change, sinker. He's going to be... I like Corbin cards still. He has pick off artist and breaker outlier. He'll probably be decent. I don't think... And he's not even... Is he a rare round? He might be. Yeah, he's the rare round. But he's not too shabby. Christian Walker's going to have a big stick. I like this. Okay, for the record, when it comes to like the cards, you're like, man, you really did not like Cody Bellinger, but you like Christian Walker. I prefer... I mean, to be fair... his against righties, I love him because I think I want the more power, but he's playing first. He's got the good defense. I think he'll play a little better than Cody does. And I know people say like, well, Cody swing. Cody might play above his stats. Christian Walker, as for a righty, he's pretty dang good. He'll play. Next up, I want this man. I want Canley, cutter, slider, two seamer. Hit per 9 is really high. K per 9 is pretty high. Walks per 9. Hitting clutch is just under 100. I mean, he's Canley. What do you expect? He's going to be pretty swell. Next up, JV, who I thought would be the last card in the program. He wasn't. I'll show you. It was 4-seam, curve, slider, circle change. He won't have outlier or anything. Decent stamina. He might be a good back end guy. Not the worst thing to get. And he's fairly cheap, which is surprising. So, could be a lot worse there. Next up, Carl Goldschmidt. Kind of got the Cody Bellinger treatment here. 72, 78, 104, 75. I think he's getting a lot of line drives. I think he's just under that threshold to where it'll be viable, but maybe not. Next one is Maximus Freed. Weird to see. 4-seam, curve, sinker, circle change, sweeper. Not too shabby. He too is fairly cheap. So I guess this might be a cheapish collection. I don't recommend buying. I think you should wait. I'm having a video come out tomorrow talking about Weekend League and stuff like that comes in 2 weeks and where I think things will kind of plummet on the live series side. We'll get to that tomorrow. Tanner Scott. Oh, is he the last card? No, where's going? There are a lot of cards here. Sweet mother mercy. We were on Tanner Scott. Tanner Scott. 4-seam, slider, circle change. He might have outlier. He does not. Okay. Good hit per 9, good K per 9. Pitching clutch is 121. He'll be good. Another lefty out of the pin, which we desperately need. Next up is Gary is Scary. 63, 82, 74, 104. Standard Garrett card. He's going to absolutely crush it. Good behind the plate as well. He could be a sneaky good card to get out of this. Tyler O'Neill, they showed him off. Lefty killer. My God. 125 against lefties, 58, 90 against righties. He's going to be a lefty masher. Could be a good bench bet. If you want to start, you probably can. I think the 90 power will definitely play. So, viable there. Next up, Hae-Sung Kim, who's in the minors right now. 82, 52, 73, 38. Good speed, good fielding. I'll be interested to see how he plays. If his swing's good, it's just right now you need pop or the ball's just going to die. And I think this is going to be the issue. Is like I think the ball will die with him. Next up, new starting pitcher Clay Holmes, sinker, slider, sweeper, circle change, and a cutter. Stamina is okay. Hit per nines and stuff could be lacking, but we'll see what happens. He could get he could be boosted tomorrow because he is starting, and if he's done pretty well in the spring, so sort of keep an eye out for that as well. Next up, Jerkson Profar. He had a really good 99 last year. 79, 65, 92, 79 against lefties. Primary left field, can play only first. Decent fielding out there. He'll be playing left primarily. Could be worse. I think Jerkson cards are swell. Next up is Luis Severino. Four-seam sinker, sweeper, cutter, circle change for the A's. Could be, again, back to these backing guys in the 80s who are like borderline diamond. I always think there's a little bit of sneak value with him. And he could be another one. He could be a sneaky guy you could put in the pen or the rotation for now. Homeby Miller, the funky lefty. Sweeper, sinker, four-seam, circle change. K per nines in the 80s. Walk per nines really, really high. Clutch is a little bit low. Control's really good. Velocity's a little slow. But again, it's mainly the arm slot with him that he'll be freaky. Let's go to Ryan Presley of the Cubs. 5 pitches, four-seam slider, slurve, circle change, sinker. He is now a Cub. He's at the pitch mix. He might be. I like the 5 pitch guys for the most part. He's a good gold, especially in the bullpen right now. We're definitely still looking for help. He will definitely play, I think, just because there's not a whole lot of pitchers at the moment. Nathaniel Lowe, switch hitter for the Nationals now. 79-70, 95-59. Again, his clutch is 110, so that'll help the contact a lot. Again, I'm so... The low power, I don't know. I'm hoping that just works itself out. But the low power these guys have to start could be an issue. Keyword is could. I hope it might not carry. It probably won't carry on a whole heck of a lot, but right now it's definitely rough. And then finally, I think the last one's Gavin Lux, 180, 52, 48, righty specialist for sure. Can play as a second baseman. Good fielding, decent reaction. He's always had a decent swing. I don't think he's ever had a really powerful card. So this one isn't bad. He can play against righties pretty well. And then there's a couple more here. Kyle Ishikawa. Kyle Ishikawa. 70-98. They gave him some pop. 54 118. Good God. He might be a sneaky guy behind the plate. He's got some pop. Good criminy. Decent behind the plate, but Hishioka. That's what it was. Good God. He's got some. My Lord. He's a Kyle Schwarber light with that one. Max Kepler. 83-65, 96-70. Can play left and right only. Again, not the worst thing in the world. You're probably going to pull him a lot, and he's going to be, they'll be cheap. Isaac Paredes is going to mash. I'm just going to tell you right now in Houston. 67, 74, 105, 85. Play for third, first, and second. He's going to be pulling that ball over that into the Crawford boxes quite a bit. And again, these are time-limited packs. You get them for 2. They put the timer there, 2 weeks. So there you go. I don't think there's a new headline, new nothing. We went over. Oh, I think I went over this, but the new headliner is Curtis Granderson. Don't necessarily recommend, but hey, he's there if you want him. Now let's jump to the other stuff. Let's go to. Hold on. Let's go to the. Good God! All right, let's go to Diamond Quest. Really quick here. So these are the new Diamond Quest cards. You got Jason Hayward, Jake Berger, Willie Adames, Walker Buehler. I got them all. So let's go to we're just gonna go to the collection because that might be the best way to sort of show everyone here. Hopefully they include them. They need to be discovered first. They're right there. All right, let's start with Walker Buehler since he's right here. 4-seam cutter, 12-6 curve, sinker, sweeper. Exam is 80. His hit per 9 is 80, 74. Not too shabby. Pretty balanced. Velocities there. No quirks though. But he could be there. He could be. It's the key word there. Willie Adames, he's gonna have some power. 85, 93, 60, 65, respectively. Speed and fielding are okay. Not too bad. And he's on the other side. He's an epic card. Those are the 2 epics. Now let's go to the other two. He was one of them. Jake Berger, again, high power, 81, 80, 91, 61, 95. Can play third and first. I like his swing. He's faster than Ronald Acuna. Never forget that. I love him. He had a trip. I love his silver card, so I'm sure I'll like that card as well. And the last one is Jason Hayward. Jason Hayward, 84, 95, 61, 62. Righty specialist. Still pretty decent. Does he tickle my fancy? Not really, but he'll be fun to collect. And like I said, you play the program and do all the Diamond Quest stuff, you're going to unlock Alex Bregman, 90, 80, 70, 84. He can play third and second. They said in the stream they weren't necessarily sure where he was going to play, so they just left him at third. We'll see, but he'll do okay over there. If you need to play in a second, he'll probably find a second if I had to venture a guess. There's that. And then at 20, you can get this Aroldis Chapman. He has outlier on the sinker, not the fastball. Just want to keep that one in mind there. 4-seam sinker, splitter, and a slider. Really high hit per 9, really high K per 9. Controls a little bit to be desired, but the guy's going to throw absolute gas, and it's going to move. And the last card you can collect, this is Anthony Santander, 105, 106 on the power side, 80, 72 on the contact side. The bro is going to smack-a-whack it. Whackity-whackity-whack. He's going to do some stuff there. Now, let's get to the program portion of this and show everything we got there. So, in terms of the programs, we're going to go to assorted programs, and this is the new one. To earn Max Scherzer. Is Max Scherzer exciting? We'll find out. First card along the way we're going to get is Jesus Luzardo. 4-seam slider, circle change, sinker, and a curve. Again, I think these borderline golds sometimes have a little bit of inherent value. He's probably another one. He'll help you with Phillies team affinity. And if you're still doing other stuff, he'll be there as well. Next up is Michael Conforto. 64, 77, 93, 98. He's going to be a lefty specialist off the bench. We have a lot of those, but I think there might be a lot of lefties coming or in there. I have no idea. But he, again, borderline diamond. I think he'll be decent. First, another angel, Jorge Soler. He's probably going to be my DH now, if I had to venture a guess. 77, 85, 91, 90. Some people say he can play the field. I ain't risking that. He's just going to be him. He'll be the DH, and he will like it. That's all I'm going to say. And you get this Pipeline Deluxe pack, so you still have a chance of these guys who I think their prices might go up a little bit. I doubt it. Next up is Glaber. 87, 65, 92, 91. The bearded Glaber for the Tigers. We all know what Glaber cards can do. Kind of lack on the defense, but they can hit. So if you prioritize that, there you go. The Deluxe Thread pack, so you're going to get one of these cards again. How about you get that Bregman for free just by kind of playing? And then finally, Maximus Scherzer, 4-seam sliders, slurve, circle change, and a cutter. It's not overly exciting. There are no quirks on him. Again, I don't know why they picked him. Wouldn't have been my pick, but they did. And if you play all this, the way they were saying is if you do there's 17 moments. If you do all 17, you'll get Jorge Soler. Meaning, if you for PXP, you'll get the 3 of them done, which is another 15. So that means we're assuming we're going to be around 60. So meaning just by doing missions and stuff, you'll be to 75 for the most part. And then you can do these, but these can be done with any of the cards. So you're going to be earning double dipping with some of these as well. I think. Oh, no, these are the other ones. Ooh. So you won't be double dipping, but if you have like Garrett Crochet, like there's a free Diamond Garrett Crochet, you'll earn stuff there. You have Live Series Profile. Any of these Live Series cards you have, throw them into a Conquest lineup, and you'll get some experience there. So it shouldn't be too hard. There are these, if you really, really want to collect these, you get 70 for the 88s, and then 30 for the 86s. I wouldn't suggest doing that. And then there's the collection across the board. So I think that's everything. I think this is a very okay pack. I think it's fine. I think it's stellar. I like this more than what they did last year with the packs, where it was just strictly packs. I like the fact they're like, hey, we'll give you a bunch for free. Go hog wild. Yeah, have a good time. Free stuff I will always take. All right, so there is that. That is the new content. It looks like there won't be anything really until late next week. Again, we'll have a couple more videos this week. Hanging out some other stuff, some stuff coming along the way. But again, just laying stuff out. So, hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, dislike if you dislike it. My name is Specs, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. guys.